Hello. Well, good evening and a very good Sunday evening. Now we have calmed down a little bit from the storm, because what a storm we have had here in Wales. We have been out and about today, and you can see the mess that is out there. The amount of trees that have been in the road has been horrific. So it's
been a blustery couple of days, to be fair, but we're both safe and well, and thank you everybody for joining us on this Sunday evening. We're looking very festive, or we're trying to.
Yes, we've got our Christmas jumpers on, haven't we? Well, we're trying to. But yeah, please bear with us. Let us know if you can hear us, if you can see us, because we don't have any phone signal here at the moment, so we're relying on our broadband. So fingers crossed this internet connection is working great.
Yeah, it's been lots of people are still without power, and yeah, we're quite fortunate. We've lost mobile phone signal in the little bit of Wales that we're from. And yeah, it's been an interesting couple of days, as we said, and there's lots of trees all blown down, so we've pretty much stayed in most of the weekend and just kept ourselves nice and toasty warm.
Yeah, so do let us know in the comments, because we'd love to know, are you okay? How has the storm been for you? Have you braved it? And if you're not in the UK, what is the weather like where you are?
Because we do like to know.
We do like to know now, what is the weather like where you are? So, why are you clicking on things?
I'm just trying to make sure that everything's working properly.
Okay, so yeah, we've had lots of questions in already, but if you have got any questions for us, then please start with the word question. If you can pop it in capital letters, that would be even better.
Just makes it stand out so we can see it a little bit easier. And yeah, we'll try not to miss any questions. But yeah, it's been a nice day, and we're looking forward to this live, because we haven't done one for a little while.
No, and of course we've got an announcement. We're going to let you know what our next cruise is going to be. Plus, we've now got an additional announcement, so stick around and we'll tell you all about that as well. But first of all, let's say hello to some people.
Yeah, Gail and Mike, thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it. Hope you're both doing well, and the storm wasn't too bad in your part of the country. I know it was a little bit up towards North Wales, but I don't know how bad it was just around Liverpool and Merseyside and all of that. Yeah. But thank you for joining us.
And cheers. I've got 2 glasses, look there, and
we haven't got any.
We haven't got any drink.
We're trying to be really good. It's Christmas is coming up, and we've been pretty strict with our alcohol intake and our food consumption. We've been trying to reduce the amount,
as we have been between cruises, but now it's December and
Christmas parties.
A few, say, chocolates and drinks have crept in, haven't
they? Definitely have. So thank you for both joining us. Sisters on the Seas, thank you for joining us. Lovely to see you. Hope you're both well.
Yes. And that they've been out to Birmingham Christmas Market.
Yes, they did.
So was it packed there? Because every time we've been, you have not been able to move there. So let us know, what was it like?
And we might be making an appearance.
Well, hopefully before Christmas, but who knows, we're very busy.
I've got a lot on. Oh, great. You can hear us loud and clear. That's fantastic. Michael, hello. Thank you. Love from Manchester. Hopefully you've stayed safe. We've survived the storm in Birmingham, but our garden fence didn't. No, my mum's fence blew down.
Yeah. So how terrible, but we saw a lot worse damage in other places, didn't we? So at least that garden fence has been mended already today. So
well, some parts not far from us got 92 miles an hour gusts, which is quite dangerous. So.
Yeah.
Daniel Sparks, thank you for joining us, both Andy and Daniel. Nice to see you, and welcome.
Hi both.
Mark, in Poland, and it's 2 degrees.
Oh. Do you know what? It feels like 2 degrees here. You're checking now, aren't you?
I am. It's around about 7 degrees, but my goodness, is it cold.
Yeah, we had a little walk out earlier, and it felt cold.
Yeah, we took the dog out around the park, and there's lots of flooding and trees and all sorts.
Yeah.
Not very nice out there at all. Michael, storm not too bad here in Manchester. Oh, well, that's good to hear.
Good to hear that it hasn't been too bad for you.
Sail away with Gail and Mike. Crosby got hit hard with Storm Dara, and the football got postponed, so it must have been bad.
Oh, Mike, if the football's been postponed, that is bad news.
They did cancel a lot of fixtures over the weekend.
Yeah,
a lot of fixtures. So, MK, we've got a question. Have you ever, or do you ever intend to sail on with celebrity cruises? Well, MK, we did put a little poll out on our Facebook. If you haven't joined us over on Facebook, just search for Tom and Dom Travel and you'll find us. We did put a little poll out asking our people on Facebook just to basically suggest which of these cruise lines that we should go on that we haven't tried. And I think Celebrity came out on top, didn't it?
Yeah, it came out on top. So we are looking into it and we would like to do one.
Yeah.
Obviously, Apex is going out of Southampton this year. Timing has got to be right for us, though, isn't it? So whether we do a Southampton or a little bit further afield has yet to be decided, but it is top of the list.
Yeah, because Celebrity looks like it's a really nice luxury, I suppose. I think after doing Queen Anne and Virgin, who sort of a little bit elevated over the other cruise lines that we've done, Celebrity is definitely one that perhaps we've got our eye on just for that elevated experience.
Yeah.
Sisters on Seas wants to buy. It wasn't too busy at the Christmas market, but weekends look like they're going to be hectic.
Hey, I tell you what, Tesco today was hectic. My God, we couldn't even find a car park space.
No, we did pop to Tesco's just to grab some milk and a few bits, and it really wasn't worth going because, wow, I think everybody just postponed going out until today. And it was crazy.
It was crazy.
Michael, rough crossings on the Irish Sea between Dublin and Holyhead. I can imagine.
Wow, I don't think I'd even want to be out there because I don't think the seasickness tablets would even cut it, would it, in that weather?
No chance. No chance. All aboard the cruise life. Hi guys, great to see you both on this wet and windy night.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to our Caribbean Christmas cruise.
Oh, we do need some warmth. Yeah, absolutely need some warmth, don't we? But,
we've done a Christmas cruise with a little bit of warmth, but that was down to the Canaries on Arvia. But we're definitely looking to see if we can broaden our horizons at Christmas.
Absolutely.
Michael John Dennis, I'd love to do a cruise from Liverpool via the Isle of Man to Dublin. Yeah, that'd be quite interesting. I've never been to the Isle of Man.
No, neither have I. I'm trying to think. Very few cruises go to the Isle of Man as well, so that would be quite a challenge, particularly of the few cruises that leave from Liverpool. Galamont, do you know of any that go to the Isle of Man?
There is a ferry. But I suppose that's not
the same. I'd love to do a cruise on the ferries.
On
not
the ferry, yeah.
Well, not our ferries anyway. There is some great ferries, but not one from the UK.
Mark, just back from a 2-week transatlantic with Celebrity from Barcelona to Florida. That sounds epic.
Yes. What was it like? What celebrity ship were you on? Because that would be interesting. I think Edge class we would like to do. But we're not ruling out any celebrity ship at the moment. And to get to Florida, the weather must have been great.
Oh, no, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. I quite like to do, obviously, the older celebrity as well as the new to compare. So I think we definitely have to do 2 just to see what the differences are. Because some people love classic celebrity.
Yeah.
And others absolutely love the newer models and the Apex class ships. So very interesting. Highly recommend Celebrity. Everybody we've spoken to has never said a bad word against Celebrity.
No, absolutely not. So it's been great, hasn't it? What we've heard. So I think we should give them a go.
Michael John Dennis, even the Irish ferries, Ulysses Ferry and Standard Adventure would have struggled. Yeah, no, it was bad. It was bad. I don't think I've ever seen a red warning for wind cover this area before. So it was quite a little shock.
Quite a shock, yeah.
Mark was on Celebrity Silhouette.
Okay, yeah. Fantastic. It's a fantastic ship. And, well, we have had a little taster of Celebrity.
Yes. We
on Silhouette.
Yes.
And it looked fantastic. The short day visit that we had on there. But a day visit just gives you a little taster. It doesn't really show you what the whole cruise is like.
I love that adults only area at the front. What is it? The solarium?
The solarium.
It's beautiful.
And you also love the buffet.
Oh, the buffet. I don't know what it is about Royal Caribbean, there we go,
Yeah.
and Celebrity. Their buffet, their food quality in their buffet, outstanding.
Yeah, it's very different to a British cruise.
Very
honestly.
different.
The extent of the amount of food.
And the choice and the selection is just completely overwhelming. I'm like a kid in a candy shop. Michael, we got a question. What cruise lines are best for getting bridge tours? That's a very good question.
Now, the difference is when you say getting bridge tours, it's whether that you ask for a paid bridge tour or you get invited. Get invited, very difficult across all cruise lines. But if you want to get a bridge tour, smaller is better. So, for example, when I did a day visit on Windstar actually have an open bridge policy. So you can wander onto the bridge, not at any point because sometimes it is closed, but at virtually any time during your cruise and see what the crew are up to. So smaller ships offer bridge tours. Also river ships, we've been able to go on it's not really a bridge as such, but the small wheelhouse you can get to easier. So smaller, much more likely than the bigger ships.
Yeah, it's a little bit excuse me. Every time we've been on, it's always been an invite that we've been very lucky to have. I do know that some cruise lines used to offer a service where you could actually pay to visit the bridge, and
they still do it on behind the scenes.
Yeah, but it's, I think since COVID, that's few and far in between. But I have heard, it was P&O just starting it up again.
Yeah.
Where you can pay to go and have a look behind the scenes. So that'll be quite interesting.
Yeah. And it's check what experience you get, because some ships, they tape off some of the bridge or barrier off some of the bridge. So you only get to stand from far away and have a look. And then on other ships where we, like, for example, on Marella Voyager, on our latest vlog, we were out on the wing. We could go anywhere we wanted to.
Pushing the button for the horn.
We were pressing the horn.
The captain was very sort of
welcoming. Yeah, talked us through. Also, Island Princess, when we got onto the bridge there. Yeah. The Max who gave us the tour of the bridge was exceptionally the amount of information he shared with us was amazing.
No, he was brilliant.
Yeah,
he was brilliant. But then equally, we've been on some other bridge tours where it's kind of like you're not allowed to move, touch anything.
Here's the bridge. No, get off.
No, no photo, no video, move.
Yeah. So it's very hit and miss.
Very hit and miss.
Right. I just saw a message from Dan. Will you zip back, or did you type it again?
No, yeah, Dan, I can't. I've scrolled all the way up to see if I can find your question, and I can't. So if you wouldn't mind just popping it back in, that'd be fantastic, and we shall get to it shortly. Mark, my wife and I have sailed on Celebrity, Reflection, Silhouette, Eclipse, Infinity, and most recently Apex. We personally prefer the older ships like Reflection, but Apex is lovely. I don't think you can deny the new ships that are being produced, whether it be Celebrity, Cunard, or P&O. You know, a lot of effort has gone into designing and making these ships to be as comfortable and just have that wow factor. But there's something about older, more classic ships that is definitely appealing. I think, you know, like we sailed on P&O Aurora last New Year's actually, and it was great. It's not the newest ship,
apart from the cabin.
Apart from the cabin. The cabin was absolute nightmare, but just how it just had that classic ship feel that we both really enjoyed. And you know, when you're walking the promenade on an older ship and just walking through, you just feel as if you're at sea, and it's just adds to the overall experience of going on a cruise. Yes, the newer ships are a little bit more shiny and modern, and they've got so much entertainment and things going on.
Yeah.
So it's a case of, you know, you're going to like some things on one and you're going to love some things on another. But overall, they're just all very different experiences.
And you know what's interesting? On this week's midweek cruise question that we asked, that I was asking about small ships and what is a small ship, and people's opinion of a small ship now is quite vast and varied, because what are now small ships used to be large ships. Yeah. So the question was, whatever you think, what was your smallest ship you've been on? And a lot of people put ships that other people thought were big ships, but I suppose they are small ships now in reality, aren't they? Because the days of those very small ships.
Well, if you think
have gone on the bigger cruise lines, haven't they?
If you think, because we were discussing the smallest ship that we've been on, and it would have to be the ambassador ships, because I think Ambience is 1,400, and then you've got the likes of Ambition, which is around about 1,200.
Yeah.
So that's definitely the smallest cruise ship
that we've actually cruised on. Yeah, because visited Windstar, but that's only a visit.
But at one point, those ships would have been big.
Big, yeah.
Because Ambience used to be Regal Princess, didn't it?
Yeah.
For Princess.
Yeah.
Galen Mike, no cruise ships stop at the Isle of Man, which is a shame, as it is a lot to offer. Just the Sea Cat from fabulous shiny Isle of Man terminal at the waterfront. Yeah, interesting. We should, yeah.
I'd quite like to do the Sea Cat.
I would. I'd like to go to the Isle of Man, because aren't they Manx? Manx.
I think they are, because they have their own.
They've got their own language, haven't they?
Yeah, Manx. I think that might be the name of the language as well.
I would love to go. Michael, question: would you ever do one of the cruises from Denmark, the north of Scotland, Scottish Islands, to Iceland?
Oh, from Denmark. I'd love to do one from Denmark.
Yeah,
I'm presuming that would be Copenhagen. Yeah. Great. I'd love to go to Copenhagen, because we haven't been there. That's one of the cruise itineraries we have talked about, actually. And that part of Northern Europe is probably the only area we haven't covered yet.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons, that a lot of itineraries changed, and we just haven't had a chance to go back that way. North of Scotland, the Scottish Islands and Iceland, we've already done.
Yeah. So
we've done that twice. We did that with Marella. And we did it with Ambassador. So yeah, we went up to Orkney Islands, Isle of Skye, Isle of Mull.
We missed Tobermory, didn't we, because of the weather?
Yeah. So yeah, we've done that, and Iceland. We've been there twice as well.
Yeah, love Iceland.
Yeah.
Orkney Islands was fantastic. The Rings of Brodka was just Skara
Yeah.
Just wow. Honestly, just how they lived up there was incredible.
We loved our Scotland itinerary.
I'm just going to have to move this screen down a little bit.
I'm glad you realised. I really wanted to tell you that, because I thought I was like disappearing. You're going to have to sit up. But I thought, it's too late to move it now.
I'm just going to do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Dawn, I'm going on P&O Iona in March for the first ever cruise. Any tips for Rotterdam and Zeebrugge?
Yes, P&O Iona, great ship to start off with. You're going to love it. Yeah. Great way to start cruising, because it has everything on board, very spacious, lots of entertainment, eating options, dining options, and you can have a great time on board. Yeah. Then for Rotterdam, we have got a full Rotterdam vlog. We visited there three times? Twice there now. We would recommend, and tell me if you think differently, visiting the SS Rotterdam, Euromast, Market Hall, Cube Houses.
Yeah, absolutely. They are definitely the go-to attractions. Whether or not you'd be able to fit them in all day, because when we visited the SS Rotterdam, we could have, I think we were in there for about 3.5 hours.
Yeah, and we did an overnight, didn't we?
We did, and then the next day we did the
Euromast,
Euroscoop, and went over on the water taxis, which are amazing.
Yeah, if you can do the water taxi from the ship, it's quite thrilling. Lizzie from Sisters on the Seas didn't find it so thrilling, actually.
She's sick.
But we found it thrilling.
Yeah, it was great. It was really good.
Yeah.
SS Rotterdam, and the fact that in the SS Rotterdam, all of the people and volunteers that's showing people around, they all used to work on the SS Rotterdam when she was sailing, and they had some incredible insight. And you could just literally spend hours chatting to them. Even the taxi guy who drove us back, because they operate a free shuttle to the metro. Yeah. Because the day we went, it was absolutely pouring down. We were soaked. And they offered us a free lift home. He used to be the printer that used to print out all of the menus in the restaurants.
Yeah.
So he wasn't very happy with electronic printers, as you can imagine, because they put him out of a job. But wow, just incredible insight, every single member of staff.
And going back to what we talked about earlier, you can get on the bridge there, dead easy, and you can also get in the engine room there, which is a great tour to do. And their swimming pool on board is also fascinating to see. Yeah. So SS Rotterdam.
In the depths of the ship.
Quickly, Zeebrugge.
Zeebrugge, definitely. We've done two ways into Bruges. We've never stayed in sort of Blankenberg and Zeebrugge. We've always gone into Bruges. I think if we were going to do a warmer climate, we might stay in Blankenberg because they've got some beautiful beaches at the top there. It's very much sort of resort-like.
Yeah, but into Bruges, whether you choose the train or the, what's the name of the bus called? Cruise Express.
Cruise Express.
And then when you get there, take a little boat tour, have a waffle.
Yeah, definitely. That boat tour is brilliant.
And it's something as well, sorry, Dom, and if something that you are interested in, you can see that little ampule of Christ's blood in the church there that I've escaped.
I think it's called the Basilica of the Holy Blood.
There you go then.
Which is quite interesting. Apparently it's Christ's blood. It's very emotive. You're not allowed to speak. It's very quiet.
Yeah.
But interesting
to see.
Gail and Mike, we've only sailed with Celebrity once on Infinity. We loved it, but Apex this year from Southampton is a real.
So yeah, this is the thing. Infinity seems quite popular. I think that does the Greek itinerary and Croatia and things at the moment.
Yeah.
But well, next summer, Apex obviously from Southampton. So two good choices there.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I like the fact that Celebrity have sort of changed ships quite readily from Southampton, just to give us people over here a little bit of choice. I think perhaps other American cruise lines might follow, fingers crossed, and just mix up the itineraries.
Royal Caribbean Anthem's not coming this year, so that's good. They're swapping out as well, so it's nice to get something different.
Yeah,
even though the good thing about 70, they've given us one of their new ships.
Yes.
Royal Caribbean aren't.
No, so older, isn't it?
Yeah.
Michael, John Dennis, the larger ships cannot sail into Dublin port because of the Liffey Channel, so it's so narrow. Okay, that's interesting.
Well, that would explain why it doesn't feature on many itineraries then, because obviously you get Cove
and Belfast
in Northern Ireland, but I don't know what other ports would be on the itineraries then, because you'd have to go around.
Onto the west coast.
There
are any west coast ports?
There is, because I think Norwegian did a round island cruise last year. I remember seeing one of those. So yeah, there is options there.
Michael John Dennis, there is a French cruise ship that sails up to the North Pole. Yeah, that's got to be Ponant, isn't it?
Ponant, I would presume.
I'd love to get on Ponant and do the North Pole.
Yeah, and you have to be so careful, because I think there's literally a couple of days, maybe weeks, when you can get through that area, and that's it.
Yeah, and then it's no go.
No go. Yeah.
I dislike the Dublin Swift fast ferry, as the ride is too rough in calm seas. Yeah, I suppose that's a bit like the water taxis in Rotterdam.
Rotterdam.
Because they go.
Yeah. Mind you, remember that ferry you went on to, that's the island in Italy called?
On the catamaran over to Capri.
Capri, yeah.
And we did that.
That was a speedy and quite bumpy
unexpensive. we were both stood at the counter, and when 2 tickets to Capri, please. And then she was like, "Oh, it's 120 euros." And we were like, "What, for 2?"
We we can see it from here. Yeah. So we weren't impressed.
No,
but we still did it.
We did, yeah. Yeah, Copenhagen is wonderful. I'd love to do that and go to Oslo as well, that little itinerary up there in Northern Europe. Because it'd just be some places.
Although Copenhagen is meant to be quite expensive, isn't it?
Well, I think if you think Norway, Sweden, Finland, they're all pricey.
Yeah, true. Well, the first things are expensive here now, so.
Yeah, everything's expensive here now. We can still see your handsome faces.
Oh, good. Well, thank you. I thought, have we gone?
Yeah. Lizzie hates the water taxis in Rotterdam and do not recommend, but we do. If you like, I don't know, they're very short. It doesn't take that long to nip across from one side to the other. It's not as bad as that. It's definitely an experience. Question.
Hi, guys.
Oh, hello. Thank you for joining us. Question. We're off to northern Spain, La Coruña, Bilbao, Gijon, and Vigo on our cruise on Thursday. what would you recommend visiting? We've never been to La Coruna.
No.
Bilbao, you'll dock in Getxo.
Yeah.
And it's a massive, and get the shuttle bus depending on who you're sailing with, and go into the centre of Bilbao.
Yeah, we like the old town of Bilbao, didn't we? Because we actually walked to the Guggenheim, got on a tram to the old town, and then walked back through Bilbao, back to the Guggenheim to pick up the coach.
Yeah, and we did the tram through Bilbao as well, which is great.
Yeah.
And you'll get to see the puppy.
Oh, the puppy, yeah.
The puppy.
With the flowers on.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Really, really nice. And they got a great H&M. It's massive. No, not Primark.
Primark, yeah, we did go in there as well.
It was huge.
All the sites.
Yeah, so Bilbao, it's massive. There's loads to do. Definitely go to the Guggenheim, see the puppy, walk along the river and see all the different pieces of art, then get on the tram, takes you to the top of town, and you can walk back.
Yeah.
In terms of Gijon, we went there.
Or Gijón. Yeah.
We went there on Queen Anne in October.
Yeah. First time we'd been there. Small place. We had a wander around towards the beach, visited the Roman Museum, and that's underneath.
It's hidden.
That you go down underneath too. So that's worth a visit. Walk up to the peninsula point there, isn't there, where the monument is?
Yeah, it's like a park.
Yeah.
At the top, it's great views. It's where the old fort used to be, with the garrison that used to protect the port.
Yeah,
beautiful place.
We didn't get to have a cider.
No,
but if you do get to have a cider, do that.
Do it,
because they have a special ciders in Gijón, and they pour it from a great height,
and you have to sort of catch it.
And then Vigo.
I like Vigo the second time. The first time we went to Vigo, it was poured down and we just got soaked. But the last time we went, the weather was beautiful.
Very Christmassy.
Very Christmassy. When? The first time?
No, just
in October.
Yeah, they had a big countdown to Christmas.
Oh yeah, they were lowering this massive Christmas tree, weren't they, when we were there? The weather was beautiful. There's not loads to do in Vigo. You can do the
travelators up the hill, walk up to the castle.
Yeah, what's that cathedral from Vigo?
I don't know what it's called.
There's a really popular church type thing that everybody likes to go to from Vigo. You wanted to go.
You stumped me. I don't know.
There's that, but if you're going to stay in Vigo first time, just have a walk around. And if you can brave it, there's a fantastic fort right at the top of the hill, because unfortunately Vigo's on a hill and it's like that.
Yeah. And Vigo is a part of Spain that do give you free little tapases with drinks.
They do.
We had a tuna pasta thing this time. You weren't so keen on it, but I enjoyed it. So that's nice. So if you get a drink in one of the bars, they give you a little tapas.
They do give you a little tapas. Yeah. But yeah, Vigo's on a hill. That's
it.
Yeah. And it's a struggle to get to the top. But wow, once you get up there, it is amazing.
Yeah.
Michael, the River Liffey has a boat tour. They should do a water taxi service.
That would be good, actually, if they did.
Oh, sweet natured. Oh, thank you for joining us. We were watching your live earlier.
Oh, yes. Was that down to the tequila that you're late? If everyone's missed that, watch back Sweet Natured's live and you'll see what I'm talking about. Lindsay had a little top up.
We're being good. We're being good.
Yeah.
Chris PNW, lovely to see you, Chris. I hope you are well. Question: when leaving the ship to go on a self-guided day trip, do you have a fallback plan if you miss the ship and left at port? Would you panic? Most probably.
Most often, we do not have a fallback plan, do we? And yes, we would panic.
I think we always plan to get back on the ship at least maybe 2-3 hours before a scheduled departure, just in case we need that extra little bit of leeway. We tend not to do cruise ship excursions because we find them expensive, really, especially when you can sort of, I suppose, getting on public transport and doing it yourself we quite like it. It's a little bit more authentic.
I think we always say that wherever we go to, if we can get there on public transport, train, bus, whatever it may be, great. But it needs to be somewhere where we can jump in a taxi and get back perhaps within an hour.
Yeah.
If worse comes to worse, say cancel the train or something, we can get back.
Yeah.
we do give ourselves a little bit of leeway, but we would encourage people to explore.
It does baffle us the amount of people that actually do come back to a cruise ship late, though. But fortunately, it's never
No,
happened to us. You know, I think I'd die.
And you can understand if the bus has broken down or
Yes.
there's been an accident or something, but when people are just strolling back to the ship because they've been in the bar.
And everybody's on the balcony going, hurry up.
Yeah, that hasn't happened.
No, fortunately.
Fingers crossed. Not for the next cruise.
Yeah, no, touch wood, touch wood, touch wood.
And, well,
oh, sorry, go on. What were you going to say?
I was saying maybe we should talk about the next cruise.
Oh, should we do that now?
Yeah. Well, it's already 1:30. The time has
Where's the time go?
flown by. So the next cruise we're going on is the cruise that so many people have been on. When we booked it, we had a choice of 2 cruises, didn't we? And we were like, I think we'll do this one because it's different to what we've done before. So we are back on a ship for New Year. Yes, we will be bringing in 2025 on a cruise ship once again. So previously we had New Year on Arvia.
Christmas and New Year on Arvia.
Yeah, and then Christmas and and then New Year on Aurora last year. So we nearly picked Arcadia.
We did. We were so close, but we said we've done 2
P&O ships.
P&Os, one after the other for New Year. Let's mix it up and do something different.
So we picked Queen Victoria. Little did we know that everybody is been on the Queen Victoria, but not a bad thing because I suppose we're seeing it in a different light because we're seeing how they celebrate New Year Cunard style.
We are quite excited for it.
Yeah.
We've had to pick an allocated dine-in time for the New Year's Eve.
As we have on both P&O ships.
Yeah, you always have to do that for these festive sailings. You have to select because you do get, I suppose, a more elevated meal for New Year's Day, for New Year's Eve.
Yeah. Will Cunard give us a free drink? Free bottle of wine on the table? We have had that on P&O on New Year's Eve and at Christmas. So
it'll be interesting. We've never done Cunard at Christmas or New Year. So yeah, we'll give it a go. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. We have bought the drinks package because
it's going to be needed.
It's definitely going to be needed for New Year's. And after we sailed with Queen Anne in October, we had the drinks package then as well.
Yeah.
And it definitely saved us money because once you add that 15-18% service charge on, that's a lot of money for a glass of wine.
It's a lot of money for a glass of wine. And luckily, because we're on the 5 nights,
yes,
it's been okay. Because Lindsay and Mark were talking about that earlier with their 4-night. Obviously, it's a little bit more expensive then, isn't it?
It goes up to $80 pre-cruise. And is it $80 pre-cruise? We got it for $72, which is still an obscene amount of money. But if you drink 4 glasses of wine.
So, on celebrating actually New Year's Eve, we haven't said where it's going to be.
Oh, yeah.
So, previously we were in Hamburg on Aurora. Arvia, we were at sea. Disappointingly, even though we were very close to Madeira, they didn't take us there. So this time we are going to be in Amsterdam.
Yeah, so we've got an overnight in Amsterdam, which... well, they say an overnight. We're leaving at 9 a.m. on New Year's Day.
Now, this is what is worrying us because last time we tried to go to Amsterdam on our Virgin cruise, we got locked in the lock by protesters and we nearly didn't make it. So will we make it this time? Hopefully, all the protesters are busy celebrating Christmas and New Year and do not want to come out in the December cold. No. But if not, we'll be back at sea for the New Year and not celebrating in Amsterdam. So let us know. Have you done a Cunard celebratory sailing of any kind, really?
Interesting. I'm looking forward to the
We'll see what they do.
Definitely. So yeah, that's one of our little announcements. We're going on Queen Victoria for New Year's, and I'm going to celebrate in Amsterdam with fireworks, hopefully.
Well, I think they'll have fireworks.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah. One of the disappointing things, though, now you've talked about Amsterdam, I'm on a tangent again, is Amsterdam have a light festival of winter, but the one day of the year the light festival that is not on is New Year's Eve, and that's the day we're there. So a bit disappointing about that.
Just means we'll have to go back again.
Yeah, for the 3rd time. No, it'll be next year if we do.
You can see, hello guys, Mr. Star. Oh, no problems. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your question. DM, watching from the US, love your videos. Oh, well, thank you so much. We really appreciate your feedback and everybody's positive feedback.
Yeah, and it always blows our mind to see people from around the world, because a lot of our cruises are UK based, apart from Princess probably has been our most international.
Yeah.
Cunard is quite international as well. But when people watch us from all around the world, it's always amazing.
It is.
So where in the US exactly are you? That'd be interesting to know.
Champagne and cruising. Love ports that you can walk off the ship and be in the centre of town. Agreed. It does make life so much easier.
Yeah.
Like Vigo.
Vigo, Australian. Lisbon is the best for that.
Oh, yeah. Lisbon. Love Lisbon.
Lisbon.
It's just so easy.
Yeah. Although we did do a tuk-tuk this time.
Yeah, we did.
That was fun.
So good. Michael John Dennis, puppies and kittens always get my vote. Absolutely. Champion of cruising.
What is your next must do? What must do for us next is to try something
new
out of our comfort zone, I think. So, because we really enjoyed our Costa experience, so we thought, and that was just so different to a British cruise line, to American cruise line. How the feel of the ship. The things they do on the ship, the entertainment,
everything is slight. Well, it's cruising, but it's just slightly different. It was just great to see.
So again, to try something a bit different with a different feel to it. Where that'll be in the world, we don't know. But something different like that is our must do, because we just loved it.
Yeah, well, it was good. Honestly, I would never have considered a Costa cruise.
Yeah,
but after sailing with them, it was fantastic.
Entertainment team on Costa were outstanding. You think you enjoy a silent disco on any other ship? Yeah. Once you've done Costa silent disco, it's a letdown.
It really, every time. Yes, we love a silent disco, but every time we go to a P&O silent disco, or it doesn't matter what cruise line, it's always going to be judged against a Costa one, because that was just insane.
It's they had 3 professional DJs, not members of the entertainment team, live mixing, lasers, fire, smoke.
Just for a silent disco.
It was a buffet. It was phenomenal.
And on normal silent discos, because we even had a silent disco on Queen Anne. It was in the Queen's room.
Yeah.
Where you take the headphones off and you can just hear everybody singing. With a Costa silent disco, it was just so much noise and so much going on. Even, you took your headphones off and you could still hear,
Great.
It was just so energizing. It was incredible.
So maybe another line that's
different.
Not the usual. Yeah.
The river cruises are really good in Germany.
100%. We were on the Rhine in August.
Yeah. We had a week.
One of the best experiences we've had.
It was great. River cruising is just beautiful and so relaxing.
Yeah. Brilliant. Absolutely nothing like ocean cruise in many, many ways, but equally as good.
Yes.
For very different reasons.
No, definitely. We would definitely recommend a river cruise. Mark, question. We're looking at doing a cruise which goes to Helsinki. Have you ever been there? And if so, what would you recommend?
No, Helsinki, Finland probably would also be on that cruise itinerary. Copenhagen, Oslo, Helsinki.
Yeah. I think Sky's doing it next year.
Sky Princess. Yeah, we'd like to do it. So unfortunately, no, we don't. But if anyone in the comments has been, please help Mark out.
Oh, here we go. So we were talking about Vigo and climbing to the top, and the sisters on the seas were with us for this cruise, and they've just put young at sea, good luck if you do attempt to walk up to the fort. We nearly died. No, but you did really well, and you got up there. The look on my face when I saw both of them, Lizzie and Laura, I was
arrive
just so
at the
happy.
top.
Because it's something you have to do. You've done it now, you don't have to do it again, but it is a track.
And it was nothing like what we made them do in the Cinque Terre. No, when we climbed endless flights of stairs. So you were fine.
But again, that was an amazing experience as well. Something to laugh about now. It's better to stay on board during some ports of call.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think we've ever stayed on board. We always, even if it's just to get off for an hour, We do.
Yeah, get off, have a coffee somewhere, get back on.
Yeah.
We always feel like we put a little bit of something back into the local economy, even if it's just a coffee.
Yeah, just to support them, because they get, we've seen that, ports get so excited for cruise ships coming, sellers out on the streets, all the shops and restaurants tend to be open.
Yeah.
It is a big thing for them. So we do like to get off. Young at Sea, exciting. Queen Victoria looks great. Going on board in March.
Oh,
yeah, we're
fantastic.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, really looking forward to it. And we're in Britannia cabin, aren't we, this time? So we're looking forward to experiencing that balcony cabin.
Yes. We were on a Britannia balcony on Queen Anne.
Yeah, but it's going to be totally different on Queen Victoria, older.
Oh, yes, of course. So yeah, no, looking forward to it. We've seen Sweet Nature's cabin tour, and it looks good. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, but we know not to expect wine now.
No. Champagne for cruising. I was on a rib boat excursion in Norway that came back late as the boat ran out of fuel. I was panicking until the guide, he's the person who's left the cruise ship off. Our ship couldn't go without him. Oh, well, that's pretty good planning.
Yeah, but not great planning that they ran out of fuel.
No, that's not good planning.
Oh dear, that spoiled the excursion.
Was that a ship excursion? I was panicking until the guide, a rib boat excursion. Depends, because obviously if you book an excursion through the cruise line and something goes wrong, the ship will wait for you.
Well, the ship had to wait anyway.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. So either way, it quid's in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it does happen. Buses break down, things go wrong. So you've always got to, especially if you are exploring ports independently, you do need to factor in, make sure you can get back to the ship.
Yeah.
And we always do. We always do. James, hi Games, love your videos. Thank you. Any plans to sail on Independence of the Seas when it comes to Southampton next year? Yeah. Another cruise line, Royal Caribbean, that we are desperate to get on as well.
Yeah, because we had a look at Anthem, didn't we? We got to have a look around Anthem. But yeah, we'd love to do Independence of the Seas. I think it looks a nice ship.
Oh, Champagne and Cruising. You're on Queen Victoria with us then. Didn't realise the sail out was so early. My itinerary says it's a day in Amsterdam, but doesn't break down the times. Yeah, we had with this last year on Aurora, where they said we would have
an overnight in Hamburg.
And then we were able to go off on New Year's Day into Hamburg, and then we were getting ready to sort of get off the ship on New Year's Day, and about 9:30 the ship just pulled away, and we were like, oh, we're going then.
Yeah, and I think I think I've read somewhere that we're leaving at 6 a.m.
And the only reason we know that, you won't find that information out on the Cunard Planner, is if you go onto the Amsterdam port schedule, and you'll see that we're scheduled to depart around about 6-7 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, unfortunately, we've learned that overnights on New Year's Eve are not an overnight, as in
get off the next day.
No. So your Amsterdam visit needs to be New Year's Eve. Yeah.
So yeah, it's like I said, we were surprised last year with Aurora on that one, but do come and say hello. Mark, if you're looking for sun, would you consider flying to the USA in winter for a Caribbean holiday?
Would we consider it?
Every day. Every day I consider that cruise, and every cruise out of the Caribbean during the winter months. Yeah, it's just time.
Yeah, it's because we've got to be back to get back into work the start of January, haven't we? Very early into January. But yes, we would love to do it. Cost is our biggest enemy really for a Christmas cruise, isn't it? Because they are really significantly more. But yeah, Caribbean, look out, because I'm sure we'll be coming at some point.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
And you need some sun. DM, New Jersey.
Oh, brilliant.
New Jersey by the shore. I'm planning to do a cruise from the UK on Princess. Any suggestions? Oh, well, there's Regal Princess. She's doing the UK staycation type cruises going around the UK. Yeah.
Sky Princess will be there doing down to Spain, Portugal, and then up to Norway as well.
Yeah, it's doing the Baltics as well next year. And then is it Emerald?
Emerald Princess is going to Iceland and Greenland, which is the cruise that we did on Island Princess, and we would absolutely recommend that one. Although being in New Jersey, you might be able to do a similar cruise out to New York. where you do.
They go to Greenland first, then over to Iceland, and then down
back
to the UK.
Yeah. So if you want the full UK experience, Riga is your best bet.
Yeah. Because and to be fair, the British Isles have got some beautiful ports. You just can't guarantee the weather, but if you're looking at the summer months, you've got a pretty good chance that the weather will be nice.
Yeah, because even on the Island Princess one, we did Cove, we did Falmouth, and then up to Iceland and Greenland, and then back down.
Yeah.
But now talking about Falmouth reminded me to talk about our next announcement.
Boom, boom, boom. 2 in one night. What's going on? 2 in one night.
So
it's crazy.
This week, I am going, not Dom, unfortunately, because he's in work. I am going down to Falmouth to visit Fred Olsen's Balmoral in dry dock. So that's really exciting because we've been invited to go there. Unfortunately, Dom can't come, but it does mean that I can walk. Well, fingers crossed that the weather's fine, that we can walk underneath the ship in Falmouth, see all the outsides, all the workings, plus have a tour of the updated areas inside the ship that has all the new areas, because they've got some new venues that have been updated, and meet the Fred Olsen team. So I'm very much looking forward to that.
It's going to be brilliant, I think. It's the first time that either of us have been on a Fred Olsen ship, and it's been a great experience.
Yeah, and the first time to be able to see a ship out of the water.
That's fascinating.
Yeah,
it's going to be incredible. So make sure you're following along on our social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, because I'm sure Tom will be very busy posting content while he's on his little jollies.
I will, although they are quite strict, because I have watched a health and safety video for Falmouth Harbour about phone usage and things. But I will be posting as soon as I can. So
stay tuned.
Exciting. So 2 exciting announcements tonight. So Fred Olsen Balmoral this week.
This will be good. Younger see maybe not going to Brave the Hill. We might just see the Christmas markets instead. Don't go for it.
Yeah, I think the Christmas, it's very Christmassy.
Yeah, it is definitely. And see if you can find the escalators and the travelators, because they're just so unique.
Each one is unique, and they've all got different elements inside them, haven't
they? James, highly recommend MSC. We did a first crew with them in April, and the ship was fantastic, and the food was just as good, if not better, than Royal Caribbean, who we usually cruise with. Yeah, we've done a couple of MSC cruises. Yeah. We do like MSC. It's, in terms of their I suppose their value for money is fantastic. Their offerings in terms of food and drink is
good.
Incredible.
Drinks package.
The drinks package is phenomenal value.
And I think with MSC it can be hit or miss. We've had 2 good experiences with MSC, but sometimes they are not as good, from what we've heard.
Yes. No, we've been very lucky. We were on one of the first sailings of Virtuosa just after the COVID pandemic. So there was only 1,000 people on board. We had a great cruise, didn't we? 4 nights. That was our first ever cruise.
And Preziosa was amazing as well.
Yeah, really enjoyed Preziosa. And the food, as you said, I really do like sort of Mediterranean style food, so pasta, pizzas, fresh vegetables. I do enjoy a continental breakfast as well.
MSC charcoal pizza,
unique, but just tastes like pizza. Chris has got a question for us. Hi Chris, now that the Cruise Monkeys pulled off a successful group cruise, is there a Tom and Tom group cruise in the works for 2025?
Do you know what,
girls, for 2025?
Do you know what, we don't know. Actually, we'd like to do a group cruise, but would anyone come?
That's when we do a live. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Is anybody going to come?
Yeah.
So thank you for coming. Much appreciated.
So absolutely, yes, we would love to do a group cruise. Not sure when yet, or if there's interest, maybe I'll put that on the Facebook group and ask.
Which you do. But it'll have to be during the school holidays.
Yeah, that's what puts up. That's why we don't cruise with anyone. No one wants to cruise with us, because we have to go in the school holidays, and school holidays are more pricey. So that's why when you see everyone cruising together, we're not.
No.
But except Lizzie and Laura, because Liz is also a teacher.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's something to consider. It'd be great. Like when I think on Queen Anne, that was the first time. Well, we on cruises we get recognised. People come up and talk to us. They say hello, and we start chatting, and we love that. We really do, because it's just great to hear everybody's stories. And Queen Anne was a little bit of a different experience, because it was the first time that people did actually, lots of people came,
which was lovely.
But it just took us both by surprise. And like your question there for channel goals for 2025, this channel's been going for what, 2 years, just over 2.5 years.
2.5 years now, yeah.
And we are just so humbled and so thankful for everybody's support over those 2.5 years. And it's just been a whirlwind. And we genuinely really appreciate everybody that's sort of taken part, watched, liked, commented. It really, really does, I suppose, just it's lovely.
Yeah, I know. I think that is the greatest thing, isn't it? It's getting people to say thank you very much for helping us go cruising, or inspired us to cruise, or you've answered a question. All that literally means the world to us. So
it really does.
We love that.
So in terms of channel goals for 2025, we don't really have any. We do what we do. And we see where it goes.
That sounds very unambitious.
That's not. We're going to rule the world. No.
It's just continuing to do what we do, grow steadily, and help as many people, inspire them to cruise as much as we can. That's what we're all about, isn't it? But please do let us know whether you're watching this video live or re-watching it. Would you like a group cruise?
Yeah,
because we can look at it.
Yeah, we can have a go.
Yeah,
we'll see. Supersonic, I just got off Iona yesterday. 2 weeks in the Mediterranean. What are your thoughts on Arvia and your favourite destination P&O go to? So love Iona, love Arvia.
Yeah, Arvia is great. The warmer weather better, because they've got that bit at the aft of the ship as well, where you've got your swim up bar. So Arvia, we think, pips it a little bit. We prefer Arvia than Iona.
But I think, Arvia's got the outdoor areas.
Yeah.
Like the pop-up bar, the retractable roof over the Sky Dome. But it's also got a greater choice of included dining. So like you've got the 6th Street Diner. You've got
Olive
Grove. And I just like that variety and that choice, as well as all the other specialities that are accustomed to P&O. Yeah. And they do have some great specialities. And to be fair, P&O specialities prices is reasonable.
Yeah,
really is reasonable. Arvia, love it. High ropes. If you go on Arvia, you have to do it. If you ever do it again, I will never do it again, because prior to doing those high ropes, I was like, I'll be fine. Got halfway round and nope, never again. I've done the one on Virtuosa, no problems.
Yeah. I got all the way, walked the plank, rang the bell and all that. So best destination P&O go to? Well,
it's a tricky one.
Regularly they go to, I'd say probably Norway and things. Places in Norway are spectacular to go to, but they go to places on the World Cruise.
Yeah, like Aurora and
so there's some good places they go to on the World Cruise, but they don't really count as their best destination, because P&O go to regular places. Norway is probably the better.
I think I would like to do P&O, but I think I'd like to do P&O Caribbean next, because that's a regular destination for them. It's something that we haven't done with P&O.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit tricky.
And the flights are better now.
Oh yeah, they got rid of Marleth.
Yeah, so I saw Holidays at Sea. She did the flight. Norse Airways tested that out. Looked much better.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit tricky. Iona and Arvia, they're the same with little differences, really. If you enjoyed Iona, you'll enjoy Arvia. Okay. And favourite P&O destination? We don't really have one. P&O,
like I said, fjords. I think
I do like a good, one of the best P&O cruises we've ever done was on Azura, when we did the Canaries for that week.
Yes, but the Canaries are quite samey.
Yeah,
but we had a great time.
We did have a great time. I loved your Marella videos. Oh, thank you, Vicky. Did this one in October and loved it. The lock-in is great. Both the lock-in and the heist, I do it again in a heartbeat. And I hate that type of interactivity, but loved it.
If you haven't seen it in our Marella vlogs, we show you Marella Voyager's hidden venue that you have to do a call in a telephone box. You get a secret password in your cabin, give that password to get in, and they have an immersive experience, two different immersive experiences that we thoroughly enjoyed. Interesting fact, it's the same company, the same people who do the shows on Queen Anne in the Bright Lights. So if you enjoy Bright Lights, it's the same people who do the ones on Marella. People are quite shocked to think that Cunard have the same people as Marella doing their entertainment.
Well, the Exchange has won awards.
They do, yeah.
it's won awards because it was just it's just a great experience. But our Marella cruise, we don't have any problems. It was great. It was genuinely a really great cruise. No problems, and loved it.
Talking about Marella, my mum and dad are going on Marella this
Tuesday,
week, so they're going on Discovery too. So and they've got the same cruise director Cree as we had.
Yes, they have. But yeah, we definitely go on Marella again. No problems at all. Young at Sea, so excited. In the new areas they've shown really look good for Olsen. Fred Olsen are great.
Yeah,
we're Tom's looking forward to it. I'm just gonna have to wait like the rest of you and see what he posts.
Yeah.
Mark, the Fred Olsen experience will make a great video. Can't wait.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if you've got time.
I don't know what I can film yet.
Yeah.
So they might be a bit. We'll see. But I'll there'll definitely be social media posts. Don't know about filming. I'll try.
Yeah. Mark, we would definitely come on your group cruises. We have the same problem. Wife is a teacher.
Brilliant. So, maybe we should just do a teachers group cruise.
That was like our Iona in February this year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Everybody on there was a teacher. It was insane.
Yeah.
A brilliant cruise. And if you're looking to go, they're doing the same itinerary for a fantastic price this February.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
Yes, they are. We may do it.
No. But yeah, no, it'd be a great idea.
That you give us an idea then.
We could be like, I was going to say give a teacher discount, but no, I know. Champagne and cruising. You should think about a group cruise on Costa as they price well. Yes, they are, and so many of us are curious about them. You seem to be the only YouTubers who are fans. I know, but I think it's a lot of sensationalism.
And to be fair, we have never been on the Costa, Toscana or Smeralda, which is what everybody books because they want to say, here we are on the worst rated cruise line, because it's a great headline on YouTube. But for us, we went on the Diadema, and the ship is still massive, but it's not that Iona equivalent, Carnival equivalent. And we would 100% say, go on Costa expecting a Costa experience. If you go on there expecting a US experience or a British experience, guess what? You ain't going to get it. But it is a good experience. Just go with an open mind.
Just a quick little note: if you're enjoying this video and you haven't pressed the like button, if you could, it really does help us out. It lets YouTube know that you've enjoyed yourself during this live. So thank you very much.
We are really bad at asking people to like. Now look, we've got nearly all the way through and forgot to ask. So. Yes, please, if you are watching, hit that like, that will help. And also pop in any comments you've got and any of our videos. That does help as well.
And Danielle's got a question. Sorry, Daniel, I still didn't see your question. I do apologize. We are school holders only too, so can't see in. Yeah,
definitely. So that could really, we're thinking about
it's got on the cogs too, so we'll definitely think about it. We need to do our merch first.
We haven't got any merch.
We haven't. No. We're going to sell these Christmas jumpers.
Yeah. I know, that's M&S, so you'll be...
Oh, yeah, good point. Well, we'll just buy a few and just thoroughly enjoyed.
Yeah. Put that on there. But yeah, thank you very much for watching our live. We've come to the end of the hour already. Can you believe it? So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe, hit subscribe. We really value any shares as well of our videos because that helps people see our content.
And stay tuned to our channel for tomorrow for our final day on board Marella Voyager. and our disembarkation. It was a great day, and it was Marella Voyager's 1-year birthday.
It was, wasn't it?
It was.
I forgot about that then. Yeah. So and it was an amazing experience. So keep an eye out for that. So, and then we've got lots of different things coming up again then, because we will be looking at starting. Well, we'll do a couple of review ship tour coming up, and then our next vlog coming up.
Riviera.
It's Riviera.
River cruising.
So get ready to see that amazing river experience, because it is something completely different, and hopefully will inspire some of you to try a river cruise.
So just finally, Costa Supersonic Costa School Holiday Cruise in 2026.
Oh my gosh. And right, you need to get your sleep in now for the Costa cruise.
Young at Sea, thank you. Sweet natured. Cheers. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you both as well.
Yes.
And thank you to everybody for joining us. Go and enjoy the rest of your Sunday evening. We're going to have some tea, and we're going to watch the I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here final.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, weren't we? So, and right. So yeah, Merry Christmas to you all, and we'll see you all in January.
Yeah, in the new year.
And we'll talk about Queen Victoria and what that New Year's experience was like.
Take care, everybody.
Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye-bye.